kickoff for San Francisco.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Patterson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run with Patterson, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. And left side here, it's Graham. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got you. Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
6-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a yard, Garoppolo taking a shot. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 46 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
For the point after.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Down, Chicago.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
Now Trubisky to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Bears.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Cordero Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 49 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On the return is Cohen. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bears take over.
10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
48-yard line.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go. 56 to Mike. 56. Watch the screen.
Now it's Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Chicago.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On first down, it's Patterson. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Mostert. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Their 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. A trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Graham's got it over the middle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Jimmy Graham. Incomplete. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Mike, check, 59, 59. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Trubisky will throw. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 1-yard pickup.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Here we go. I got you.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to...
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Hey, gun.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Poster. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete.
That's good.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
He's brought down at
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 15.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 180! 58 right there. Man out. At 58 is the month. Go 58 is the month. Coming. Lock.
Now Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 180! Yeah. You don't want none. 6 guys. Check 6.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 6 yards away. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. He oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Off the option, that's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
23, Bears 16. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, the linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. And running with power here. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by Akeem Hicks.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Bears' 18-yard line.
Once again, it's Mostert. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
At the 16-yard line.
And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a chance?